Ladies and gentlemen, this is Internet Personality Evangelist, and it's V-Build time. It's hockey V-Build time. This stuff comes by way of Dave Delisle of Dave's Geeky Ideas, and as I slice this open, I'll tell a little bit more about the backstory, but I was asked what team I like, and since I'm in Toronto, I said, well, the best hockey team in the world is the Toronto Maple Leafs, because everyone on the subway keeps wearing their jerseys and stuff. So I received Phil Kessel of the Maple Leafs, and then along with him, I got P.K. Subban of, who were these guys again? Montreal Canadiens, who I guess are kind of like the Robin to the Batman of the Maple Leafs. Anyway, I'm going to cut these things open. So Dave Delisle sent me a message on Twitter and then in Gmail, where basically he said he runs a shop, and he was going to get some samples of OYO product, because he'd been following this stuff for a while, being a hockey dude and a toy dude, and he said, hey, do you want to V-build this stuff, because V-builds are neat. So I said, sure, I like V-building things, and that's how that magic story happened. Now, my story, as far as hockey's concerned, kind of, that whole story is basically NHL 94 and NHL 95 on the Sega Genesis and Sega CD. This is a cool tray, by the way, this thing comes in. This, I should mention, features a helmet and a facial likeness, as well as rotating arms and bending knees. And this is basically what Phil Kessel looks like in real life. So, the likeness is right there. I mean, I've seen the man on the television, and that's pretty much what I remember him looking like. Now, he comes with a... This stand is fastened in here somehow. What all do we have? Helmet, skatey things. How is this... Oh! Hello! Well, that's interesting. So there's two studs here that are brick compatible, so this thing actually was brick pegged onto there. This is a really neat little dish. I kind of like this. Feels also... Hey, yo, it's legit NHL. Okay, well, now I know we're playing with power. So the way that these OYO things work, these are, by the way, leading brand compatible, as is, you know, the way with brick anything nowadays. But this all seems, pretty familiar. He can't stand on a flat surface with the skates on, it seems, because they are like blades that I guess should be expected. How does this go in here? I'm guessing this is just gonna friction tab on. Hey, the visor moves. Cool, so you can use this to like go into space and stuff. You know, as you do in Major League Hockey. Okay. Can I get this guy's skates to stick on a bit better? There's a little bit of a tolerance issue with this skate. It doesn't really seem to want to... Oh, okay. It felt looser than that. That's what I get for talking. How does he hold this thing? Looks like I want him to... Oh, that's neat. Sorry, I just noticed something going by the packaging on the other figure. So you clip this in here, and then clip this down here. So that's why the arms are sculpted that way. How all does this swivel? Oh, wait, this is supposed to swivel like this. Wrist swivels, okay, well, now I know this is a proper piece of action figure. His wrists can swivel. So for the hockey action, it looks like, because I was like, what's this thing on the edge of the hockey stick over here? There's like a little nubbin, and it seems like, yeah, there's a divot in the puck. So the puck can actually attach to the hockey stick, and that's cheating, I think, but that's okay, because the Toronto Maple Leafs, if you've ever seen, Gundam G, that's basically, you know, like Domon Cashew, that's basically the story of the Toronto Maple Leafs. These guys are pretty much like, they're kind of like the secret, they're like the Illuminati in a way. The Toronto Maple Leafs fight a battle none of us can really understand. Out there on the ice, in fact. But this dude can... Okay, he can skate along with this thing. How is the posability here? So, we've got the aforementioned arms and wrists. I didn't think the wrists were going to be separate for some reason, but it makes sense. There's a little bit of a bend in this arm. And then, what, his head can look around? Yeah, okay. What about the waist? Well, he doesn't need that skate. Okay, so it's a Lego-style waist, so there's no waist swivel. And, these are like Lego-style legs, right? Yeah, is this black piece separate? Oh, there's a knee bend. That's kind of cool. Okay. So these little guys, they kind of got long arms, but I suppose if you count the skate blades as part of their foot, it sort of balances out the look. That's neat, though, with the knee joint. Let me go and fetch that dropped blade. I think I've only had one disappointment. It's that this blade just kind of sits in there so loosely. Well, maybe if I... When it's not straightforward, it seems to have a better grip. That's not conducive to the process. Oh, hey! Wait. I just noticed. Okay, so there's, on the stand, there's like these two studs, right? Ostensibly for the foot pegs, but they've got slices through them. So that... Oh, that's cool. Yeah, they can friction lock onto the blades. So I guess you can just have this guy all set up and ready to club some dude over the head with his mighty lightsaber. In case people were wondering, there are Canadians who aren't from Montreal as well. It's just that the town of Montreal got the patent on the name back when they started hockey in the 1980s. So, you know, this dude especially, this guy is the team king of the Montreal Canadiens. So let's go without the blades here and see how he pegs in. Hey, he pegs in fine. Cool. And can he go for a run? Yep, he can be all like, I'm out of here! The Maple Leafs are coming! Ah! Yeah, let's see if his blades stick in any nicer than the Maple Leaf man's. Is that the same foot that's having the problem? Yeah. These guys' blades are generally a little bit looser. Yeah, these are not... This guy, his right blade was pretty tight. Neither of these blades feel super tight. Like I said, they're holding in well enough. Like when I'm shaking this guy, they're not coming off. I'm really surprised, actually. They feel like they would bounce out of that foot peg when I... Like, the way they feel to me is that they wouldn't stand up to me banging this guy on the table, but... Oh, whatever. I guess it's meant to be. As far as, I mean, you know, sculpting-wise, these are minifigures for a brick-building system, so the sculpts are not going to be anything to write home about. But the tampagraphing is not bad. Like, I can see the raised layer of ink on this dude's jersey. Let me get the other guy out here as well. So that's not bad. It's pretty crisp for how small it is, and the helmets have got teeny tiny logos on them. And I don't know if the camera can pick this up even, but if only I had a macro lens. This dude's helmet, I think that that leaf there actually has Toronto Maple Leafs in tiny print. Let me entertain you with P.K. Subban standing with an arm raised in victory as I take a quick look. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that says Toronto Maple Leafs up there in tiny, tiny, tiny print. That's not bad. That's pretty cool. Anyway, like I said, you know, these guys are hockey warriors. They're both armed with their hockey sabers. Yeah, the puck can attach to this one as well. Oh wait, I'm sticking it on sideways. There we go. Yeah, okay. So these guys can have a fencing match, like, you know, fighting for the honor of Toronto and Montreal. Two prime-time cities here in Canada. But anyway, these guys, you know, they're doing battle, and you'd think that's all, but OYO have one other thing for their hockey dudes that came by this way, and that is basically the battle tank of hockey. It's the game changer. It's what wins wars in hockey, and that is the majestic NHL Zamboni. So I'm gonna pop that open and have a build right now. I got these guys posed up, and I'm kind of digging them a little bit more. It's a shame about the ice skates being so loose, but the posability in the brick bodies is interesting. A waist joint would really complete these. I would implore OYO to go for a one peg connection, like just a spine from the waist up into the torso to allow for that, because they are kind of looking hockey-like. You know, this dude's getting ready to do an overhand chop, and this guy is about to slap someone in the face with a puck attached to his stick. Also, these little boxes they came in, I'm kind of enamored with, and I don't know if that is weird to be that into a single little box, but it's made to be reusable. And I kind of like reusable packaging. I don't know. Anyway, let's Zamboni. Now, this thing's 73 pieces. It appears to just be an NHL Zamboni. And I'm taking a look. I don't know if there are any stickers. These are some pretty classic style instructions, though. Like, this is literally a paper booklet. That's a lot of hockey dudes. Now, I was going to ask what an OYO is, but I guess it's right here. Something about DNA? I don't know. I mean, like, hockey players, they're kind of like... They're kind of like the, you know, the .5, the baby step towards creating, like, mutant superhuman war fighters. So, you know, I guess that these guys are onto something. They also apparently do other sports down here, but other sports don't really matter compared to hockey, so whatever. That ad seems to be in the middle of the instructions, so okay, here we go. Guess I'll just dump the bag out, and we'll be ready to go. Wait, printed pieces? That's kind of cool. Okay, I thought these were gonna be stickers. All right, Mr. Zamboni, show me the money. All right, this is doing a weird thing already. The colors. Oh, you know what? This instruction book is for generic Zamboni with team logo. All right, that explains it. So I was gonna say. The instructions have this being a light gray thing, but they just picked 3 different tones of white, gray, and, well, white and gray. So they kept it simple, and reusable. I dig it. And, alright, so the Zamboni brick is one of the things we're gonna use right away. How does this feel going together? That's all right. It's crisp. It doesn't have like a smooth dismount from the peg connection, but it doesn't feel gummy yet. I mean, I only have 1 brick on here, so maybe we'll see. All right, team logo bricks. The NHL is the best hockey team. Whoa! Hey, that's cool. So these actually do come apart. Hey, they tampographed across multiple. Okay, I like that. I had a Mega Bloks thing that had a sticker that went over multiple bricks, and then I had to X-Acto knife the sticker to make it so the bricks could come apart again. This is a much better solution. This is actually... That's pretty damn cool. Okay. Tampagraphing across multiple bricks, I really dig it. Do more of that. What's next? I need 2 of these white pieces. Alrighty. And then what after that? I'm gonna start reading ahead. 3 more of the same... Oh wait, this has some blemishing on that... Whoop! This has some blemishing on that side. It feels alright. So, these 2 over here. Like, when I'm building a stack of bricks... Well, we'll see when a locking brick goes on top, but... Yeah, I was kind of ready for the worst, as I generally am about anything that isn't a big brand that someone else hasn't told me about. So, pleasant surprise so far. There's my big, long, flat thing that I'm supposed to use. It's just 1, right? Okay, yeah, it's just 1. Is it this? Oh, there we go. Well, that's not going to lock much together. It's just stacking across other things that are already there. Here we go. And I'm going to guess that 1 more flat... Oh, no. Thin one. Alright. Alright, you gamed my expectations. This is ostensibly... I'm just making... I'm making a large box. Ooh, okay, curvy bits. Granted, a Zamboni is kind of just a large box that, you know, makes ice glossy using scientific black magic. But how many of these am I supposed to do? I think, what, 8 of... Or, sorry, 6 of them, not 8 of them. We're only 6 across here. Where's the other... Here we go. That's a nice pop. Okay. I can dig it. And then 5 smooth things. Okay, so we're going for a snot-style build here. A studs not on top look. It's a word I learned from Aaron Smith. Oh. One thing I don't actually know is how much this Zamboni would cost. If found in a store, I should probably look that up before this all is said and done. Okay. Okay. It's not feeling too loose. It's a little bit rickety up here on the top with all the flat slats, but it's not too bad. I'm also surprised because, like, the... Oh, these are not centered, actually. There we go. The minifigures, as you saw, had a bit of a looseness to some of their components. Yet, this stuff does not have that looseness. Especially the one-stud skates. Those were pretty disappointing in how they were so easy to knock loose. So I was expecting something similar out of all this stuff, but so far this is a very different story. I wonder if the minifigures are made at like a different factory or something. Or maybe it's because these are all multi-stud connections. Maybe that's just necessary. I love this team name, the Nashville Predators. I kind of want them to be the worst team, because that's the coolest name. And that's generally like how I like to think sports naming science works. Whoever came up with the best name is the worst team, kind of thing. And thus becomes my favorite team. Always root for the underdog. Except in the case of the Toronto Maple Leafs. I mean, they're the best hockey team on the planet. Just ask anybody who knows what hockey is. They'll tell you. Looking for whatever this blue thing is. I'll say again, this is a generic instruction sheet, so there's nothing actually the color blue in here. I'm gonna guess it is a gray, because that's the third color we haven't seen. Yeah, here we go. I got an email. I wonder what that is. Alright, we got us a chair. How Lego will the steering wheel look? Oh, that is a real Lego-looking steering wheel. Alright. Thought so from the instructions. And a cone! Where's the cone? Hello, cone? There it is. Alright. That's what I recall from my childhood of what a Zamboni might look like. Still need to get its wheeled propulsion put together, but we're on our way here. What's this thing? What am I making? Oh, I gotta make two of these. Oh, this must be part of the engineering section of the Zamboni. It's where the Zamboni technicians operate from in the vehicle. You know, they manipulate the arcane alchemies that cause ice to become slick when it's already, you know, had lots of blade grooves carved into it by people's ice skates. Right, I gotta do a double thing here again. It doesn't say ×2, it just sort of implies it down here. I could have done with a ×2 there if I were to start critiquing the veracity of the instruction sheet pieces. Then again, maybe I am overthinking things if I am literally becoming that kind of scumbag. Who's like, well, you know, in the instruction sheets, if I were a blithering idiot, it wouldn't have made something clear to me. I'm not sure if I should dock 1 or 3 demerits from your overall score for that. And then, like, spiders just start coming out of my mouth and someone jumps in through my window and punches me in the face. Story of my life. There we go. I do like this diagram of where the axles go on the bottom. It's nice and clear. I'm making some tires. These tires, the rubber on this is real gushy. Feels like if I chew on it, it would be tasty and... Well, it's black, so I guess it would be all tasty and licoricey. I'm not going to chew on it, though. I know better. I've learned. You know, last couple of days taught me a whole lot about why I shouldn't go and just start gnawing on any kind of rubber that I see. will have consequences. Okay. A little sticky, but that rolls okay. What are these other bricks for? What's left? Oh. So I guess this is supposed to kind of just represent the thing that cleans the ice. Okay, I dig it. That's funny. Oh, no, that's just a block. The thing that cleans the ice is over on the back. I forgot my Zamboni science. So, I just gotta click these things here in order. Yeah, okay. This thing's dense. Feels built for power. Built for cleaning ice. As you do. No parts left. Alright, no extra bits. That means if anything was missing, well, that means that OYO must have enough confidence in their product to not need to plan around a part missing. Either that or this is only 73 pieces, so how can anything go wrong? But there's a Zamboni that... Oh, it scrapes! Alright, proper. That properly scrapes like it should. Can I get... What, can I get this dude to drive it? Oh, you gotta keep your arm on. The grip that these hands have on the stick is super, super friggin' tight. Like, parts of this work real well. Can this guy sit here, though? Is he compatible? Are his anal stud plugs compatible with the mounting points on the seat? Hang on. This feels like it should work. But these stud plugs are so round and half carved in, I'm not sure where they would mount on here? Okay, this ain't working. Well, at the very least here, he can he can stand on the chair. He can stand on the chair, right? Yeah, he can stand on the chair. Okay. So he can squat while he operates the Zamboni. Alright. Cool. Well, you know, here he goes. This is how Phil Kessel actually lost the last game. This Canadian guy went like, "I've got you now, Kessel Kisama." Just drove over him and smoothed him out. That's been some OYO stuff. It's interesting. I mean, I'm not someone who needs to collect like a whole team, but for enthusiasts, this is a brick building outlet for your fandom of any kind of sport that these guys cover: hockey, baseball, or I think football. But as a you know, a proud Canadian and a resident of Toronto, I felt it was my duty to take on this challenge and figure out how all this stuff works. The bricks go together pretty well. The figures need a little bit of work on their tolerances. Some of this stuff is it's definitely not upper tier. This is more like Creo tier. I think that Mega Bloks and Tenkai Knights felt a little bit more solid. If they can just get those single stud tensions a little bit better, I think they'll be better off overall. And that's not... I don't think that this skate thing is going to be an issue for the other sports, but like I said, other sports are kind of, you know, a sideshow compared to the mythic arena that is hockey, the great Canadian pastime. So anyway, that's been Internet Personality Evangelist, and that's been a little OYO V-Build. We'll be back with some more stickering and assemblies of things here on this really weird little thing that I did once to build a mini-plot kit. Hakai suru! Hakai suru! Ah!